Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm super excited that you guys are here today. As always, today's video is going to be 24 facts about me because this week is my 24th birthday. So it is on September 23rd and I am turning 24, which feels so old. And I know that there's obviously people that are in their 40s and stuff. They're like, oh, Jessica, that is not old at all. But I feel like 24 is the age you seriously like start feeling like, okay, I am not like an adolescent and a teenager anymore. Like my life is getting serious now. I'm 24, like I need to get my crap together. So I thought I would throw together just 24 random facts about me. I wanted to throw some things in there that even if you do know me already, hopefully not all these things you already know about me. And yeah, so I hope that you guys enjoy these 24 random facts about me. And thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys will subscribe to my channel and give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoy it at the end. So fact number 1 is that I am a Libra. So I don't get like super serious into all of this stuff. But I found it really weird lately. Like I made a profile on one of those little dating apps on the phone, on my phone, and it said that I was a Virgo, I think. But my birthday is like right on the cutoff, so it's like the day that it cuts off. So I am a Libra, not a Virgo, not anything else. I'm a Libra. Fact number 2 is that I have a bachelor's degree in communications with an emphasis in PR. So I did go to Northwest Missouri State University, which is in Northern Missouri, and I got a good degree in communications and PR. So that kind of like, it ties into so many different things. Communications can go into so much, and PR is kind of like if, you know, like if a celebrity goes through like a really bad situation, they need their PR team to like help bring their name back to light and stuff like that, writing like press releases and kind of like event planning. There's just so much that goes into that degree. Number 3, which everybody who knows me knows this for a fact, is that I am obsessed with cats. I love cats so much, and I do have 3 cats. Their names are Stella, Gus, and Milo. Number 4 is that I am obsessed with all animals, just animals in general. I love animals so much. I love dogs. I share pictures of cats, dogs, everything on Facebook and all of that. I love them so much. I'm just waiting until one day when I have land to be able to adopt dogs, but I hope that I can find a husband that loves animals as much as me, because I seriously want to have like 10 dogs, 10 cats. I always tell people I want to have goats, I want to have pigs. I don't know about chickens. I'm sure that we can throw some of those in there. I don't want like a full-blown farm, but like I want to be one of those people that are just like, oh my god, there's an animal that I see and he seriously needs a home so bad and I want to give him one. Let's go adopt him. Like, I don't even want to be able to think twice about it. I just want to like have all this land and let them run around, and that's like my biggest dream. But my biggest dream, even bigger than that, is to one day open a animal rescue or like an animal shelter. Like I would absolutely love to do that. That like in the area that I live in Platte County, there's like not really any animal shelters around here. So I was like begging my grandpa, he's like he like builds houses and stuff. So I was like, can we please build like an animal shelter and have one up there? But there's really not any money that goes into that business, because obviously all the money goes to the animals. So hopefully like at my retirement age or something, that's really what I want to do, is to be able to like put money into that and volunteer and do everything I can to help animals. Number 5 is that I drive a white Chevy Cruze. I hope that I'm not sharing too much information on myself, but I do drive a white Chevy Cruze. It's a 2017 and it was like my baby. I seriously, like, I picked out everything that I wanted in the car, and my car saleswoman like found everything that I asked for, because like I added a lot of extra stuff into it, and she found like literally everything I asked for. Well, I just thought I would share this random fact that I literally rear-ended somebody last week, and the weirdest thing happened. They drove off. So either they have a warrant out for their arrest, they don't have insurance, they had drugs on them, who knows what the situation was, but I rear-ended them. Their car looked a lot worse than mine, by the way. It was on the interstate, so I was going pretty fast, like interstate speed. I looked away for a second, looked up, and they're at a dead stop on the interstate. And that's like always how traffic is on my way home from work, on my way to work, because I have to drive like pretty much through the city, and traffic is so terrible. I've been telling myself lately, I know I'm gonna get in an accident. I know I'm gonna rear end somebody. I just know it's gonna happen, because it's like inevitable when the traffic is such stop and go constantly. Oh, it just drives me nuts. But obviously I have full coverage insurance since it's a newer car. It's just, I still have a $500 deductible, so that kind of sucks, and it's a brand new car, so it just bothers me that it's already been wrecked. Number 6 is that my parents are divorced. So they got divorced when I was like 9 or 10. So yeah, they're divorced. And then I was gonna throw in there for fact number 7 that my mom did get remarried, like, I'm not sure exactly how many years ago, like 13 or so. And she did have a son with my stepdad. So I do have a half brother who is 9, and then my mom and my stepdad went through the process of being foster parents, and we had a few kids like to start out with that went back to their families, but we did end up getting to adopt 2 kids, like a full brother and sister. They're actually related by blood, and yeah, we adopted those in 2016, and they are 6 and 5. So I have a brother that's 9, a sister that's 6, and a brother that's 5. So it's definitely very interesting and so much fun to have siblings that are so much younger than me, but it definitely puts me like in major baby fever, and I don't even have a boyfriend, so I just want kids so bad. I love them. Number 8 is that I'm obsessed with hoop earrings. I'm just obsessed with earrings in general, but Jaclyn Hill, which I know you guys are probably tired of hearing me talk about her, but she has gotten me obsessed with hoop earrings and just jewelry and fashion in general, and I love earrings. It really adds something to every outfit, and yeah, it really dresses outfits up, and I just love them. Number 9 is that I am obsessed with makeup, and obviously you guys can tell I have a beauty channel, but yeah, it is so crazy. Like, I will go into like Ulta and stuff, and I just get like my heart and my eyes light up, and I'm like, oh my god, I just love all this, and I will do like 5 million swatches. Like, there is just something about makeup. Like, a lot of my makeup, I have so many eyeshadow palettes that I don't even have enough time to use all of them, and I don't even do my eyeshadow every day. I do it like maybe once or twice a week actually, so I just love looking at it. Like, makeup is so beautiful, and you can just do so many fun looks, and I just love makeup. It's just amazing. Number 10 is that I am 5'5.5", so I like to tell people that because I'm not 5'6", and I'm not 5'5". Like, when you look at the thing, it is like literally dead set in between. So I'm 5'5.5". Number 11 is that I have a extremely hard time trusting people. I kind of have had a hard time, I don't know, like, not really making new friends, but I'm kind of one of those people that, like, if you wrong me, I kind of cut you off until it's like, I don't know, 5 years later. Then sometimes we always end up rekindling things, but I don't know, there's just, and it has a lot to do with the previous relationship I was in for 4.5 years, and I kind of want to do a video about my kind of like a breakup story at some point, but he kind of just left me after 4.5 years, moved to a different state across the country to be with another girl 2 weeks after we broke up. And yeah, there's just a lot that goes into that story, but when something like that happens to you, it just becomes extremely hard to trust people. And like I said, I just don't have that great of a time like keeping friendships. I do have 2 best friends, and one of them we've been best friends since 7th grade. So I don't know, sometimes I ask myself if it's me, but I do have 2 really great best friends, and one of my good friends from high school, we are friends again, and another friend from high school, we've started being friends again. So I do have like a small group of people, but I think that the friendships that I do have are really special, and they are really trustworthy, amazing friends. So yeah, I just don't have an easy time trusting people at all. Number 12 is that I have very few talents. I can't sing, I can't dance, I can't even do a cartwheel. I think mainly my only talent is like having a creative mind. I really love putting things together. I really love decorating my house. I think I have a good eye for that. I like to paint sometimes. I'm not good at drawing though. I just like to do creative things, make crafts. I obviously love to do makeup and hair. Those are 2 things that I feel like I'm talented at. But besides that, I was never like super good at sports. I thought I was pretty good at cheerleading. I thought I was good at that. But besides that, yeah, I don't have a lot of other talents at all. Number 13 is that I love spending time outdoors. So I am super girly and stuff, but I love going to my dad's and just sitting outside with him, or I love going fishing. I love riding 4-wheelers, just going to the lake. Like, I want to have a family one day that goes to the lake all the time. Like, that is one of my life dreams too. I just love that kind of lifestyle. And when I went to Utah, I saw the mountains, and that's one of my facts later actually, but I just love spending time outside. Number 14 is that I love crime shows and thriller movies. So like, that is just my genre. I seriously could watch crime shows nonstop. Now I'm even watching or listening to a crime podcast while I sit at my desk at work. And then, like, if I'm in the mood to watch a movie, like 90% of the time I want to watch a thriller. So I'm kind of crazy about crime stuff. Number 15 is that people call me Jep, J-E-P. My dad has always called me Jep and Jeppy since I was a little girl. and my ex kind of called me that. So pretty much anybody that ever hung out with me and my ex, or any of our friends, or a lot of people from Platte City, which is near my town, and stuff like that, they tend to call me Jep, and my dad still obviously calls me Jep, and I'm just kind of used to that nickname at this point. But besides that, people do call me Jess, but not a lot of people call me Jess, mainly like my mom's side and some friends from high school and stuff. But yeah, besides that, I go by Jessica. I did have some funny nicknames in high school, but we won't go into all of those because some of them were kind of inappropriate. Number 16 is that my eyes change colors. So I can never decide whether my eyes are blue or green because it literally just depends on what I wear. I wonder what they look like in the camera right now because like 50% of the time they look blue, 50% of the time they look green. So yeah, I just have changing eye colors depending on what I wear. Number 17 is talking about the mountains. Like I was going to say, I visited the mountains in Utah last year in Salt Lake City, and my fact is just that I think the mountains are the prettiest place in the world. I don't know if I would ever move there permanently, but I would definitely say that like out of all the landscapes and all the places to be, the mountains are just the most beautiful place imaginable. Number 18 is that I have been to 13, technically 14 different states in the past like year and 2 months. Yeah, since last July. So I'll go through those. So I have a job that travels a lot. So I've been to, and I won't count like cities that I've been in, like airports, because that would add more states. These are states that I've actually like been in, drove through, like seen, stopped at places in. So I went to Baltimore, Maryland. I went to a really small town in Pennsylvania. So I went to Pennsylvania. I went to Salt Lake City in Utah. I went to Florida, a small town in Florida called Leesburg. I went there 2 different weeks. I went to Illinois and Indiana for several weeks last year in September. Then after that, I went to Georgia. Then I went to Tucson, Arizona. In Georgia, I went to Augusta, Georgia, which I have spent so much time in this year. Then I spent 3 weeks in Chicago, Illinois again. I didn't count that as another state, but I went to Illinois again. Then I went to Boston, Massachusetts for 3 weeks. And then I started going to Georgia again for a really long time. But then I went to California again, which isn't a new state, but that still counts. I went to LA and San Diego area. I went to Knoxville, Tennessee. I went to, sorry, this takes a long time to remember. And then I went to Wisconsin, a really small town called Marshfield, Wisconsin, which is super small. Oh, I'm sorry. This would be 15 states. I forgot. I went to Minnesota. I went to the Mall of America, and I flew into Minnesota to go to Wisconsin. Yes, and then I did go to Chicago 2 weekends, or not Chicago, but I did go to Illinois, Naperville, Illinois, which is an hour away from Chicago, 2 weekends ago for the meet and greet, and so that doesn't count again. That's Illinois for like, I literally have been to Illinois like 15 times in the past year with all the work trips I've had to do. And then on the way there, I drove through Iowa for like 5 hours and made a couple stops there. So I don't know if that kind of counts. That's not a new state again. Iowa's right above Missouri. So I've been to Iowa lots of times. But yeah, that would equal out to be 15 states, I think, that I've been to in the last year and 2 months since July of 2017. So a lot of states. And I have a client that is going to be in West Virginia, and I've never been to West Virginia, so I have a map that I scratch off all the states I've been to, so I'll get to scratch off another new state, and I think I'm like a little over 25. I think I'm like, that'll be my 26th or 27th state. So super exciting. I definitely want to visit all the states in America. That is one of my biggest goals, but we're going on a tangent now. Number 20 is that my middle name is Erin. So my name is Jessica Erin Smith, and my initials spelled Jess. So my mom did that on purpose. So one of my best friends back in high school, we don't really talk much anymore, but she would always spell my name when she called me Jess. She would always just spell it J-E-S because she liked that my initials spelled that. That's always been an interesting fact that I've liked to tell people. Number 20 is that I have been single for 2 years on the 28th of this month, and I don't know why I decided to throw this in there, but I am ready for a man. I want to get married. I want to have kids. I want all of that. It is super, super important to me. And yeah, so I'm out there on the search, and everybody tells me it'll happen when you're least expecting it. But I just I have a problem with that. I don't go a lot of places. I don't go out a lot. I don't do a lot of things. I spend a lot of time with my family or at home or at work. And it's I just don't know where I'm going to find this perfect guy. So if you're out there, hit me up. Number 21, so this is kind of if you're gonna hit me up. I can't stand talking to people that have bad grammar, and that's not to be rude, but it's not people that make comma mistakes and stuff here and there, but if people literally if they're gonna spell out words instead of saying Y-O-U as you, they spell out you with the letter U, or can't differentiate the differences between woman and women. I hate that. Or your, they can't put the or apostrophe in the right spot. Just if you're gonna constantly misspell words and constantly have bad grammar, it's just a turn off. Number 22, this kind of goes along with the outdoor stuff, but I love shooting guns, and I think I am really good at shooting guns. So my dad has taken me to a lot of trap shooting events with my uncle and my cousins, and I've won a lot of you don't get actual trophies and stuff, but at the events we've gone to, they'll give you a meat, you go against 5 people, and if you win that round, you win a meat. It's fun. It's just for my uncle's fire department that he works for, and I've won a ton of those, and it is just so much fun, and I love trap shooting. But I do target shooting with my dad and stuff like that, and it's just a really big hobby. So yeah, I'm pro gun. I obviously think that people should have there should be strict laws about getting guns. I don't want I'm not for people hurting each other with guns, nothing like that, but I love shooting guns, and I definitely think that people should be allowed to have them to protect themselves. Number 23, and I might make a video about this sometime to go more in depth about it, but I have suffered from anxiety and pretty severe depression for about 5 years now, and sometimes I feel people don't want to exactly talk about this and don't want to share this and feel you shouldn't, or feel it's embarrassing to talk about it, or that it's too personal. But it's just a big part of my life. It really is. It's such a big part of me, and it's just something that I go through every day. And even when I'm having a good week or a good month, whenever I hear people say they'll just be sitting there and they'll be nothing will be going wrong in their lives, and then all of a sudden they'll feel absolutely terrible, and I always explain it as a cloud is over my head, and I can't explain what's wrong with me. I literally, there shouldn't be any reason why I'm upset or any reason why I feel this way, but I just do. And when people say that I know that they're telling the truth. I never think that people are lying when they talk about that, but I feel so much in the YouTube world nowadays, if people try to talk about the fact that they have depression or anxiety, people automatically think that they're just trying to get views. It's so many people really do suffer from it, so don't just assume that they're lying. Anyways, I won't get off onto another rant. I had some pretty negative comments on my video about the meet and greet, but anyways, yeah, it is a big part of me, and I just try to get through it every day, and I just always hope for some good days. So if you do have depression and anxiety, just obviously know that you're not alone. I know you've heard that a million times, but there are so many people going through the same thing as you. And then I didn't want to end on a sour note. So number 24 isn't anything really big, but I do have 3 tattoos. I have a airplane tattoo on my arm right here. I got that when I was in Arizona last year. And then the caption I like to tell people that I put with it is just that life is not meant to be lived in one place. So I think that was just, I was looking up travel captions, and I just thought that that was such a good just saying. Life is not meant to be lived in one place. I guess some people maybe they just don't want to travel, but I just think it is so important to go out there and see the world. And another quote I really liked, I don't know the exact wording, but when you go to these places and you go to these areas you've never been, you realize how small you are in the world. You are just one person, and there is billions of people in the world. So when you're visiting these other places, you just realize how many things and people there are that you've never seen, and it just really makes you think. And yeah, so that's my story about that. It was very out of nowhere. I was like, let's go get a tattoo. I want to get one right now. So that's kind of how that happened. I'm kind of addicted to getting tattoos, and my family hates tattoos, but I don't know, I just like the feeling of tattoos. I'm weird. My other one, and these are one's on my foot and one's on my hip, so I won't really show you guys these, or I can add a photo so that you guys can see these, but I do have a cat tattoo on my foot, which I like to call a cat-too. That was my first tattoo that I got on my 21st birthday. Yep, 21st birthday, and I will never regret that. I just feel like people always say you'll regret a tattoo, but I know that I'm gonna love cats for the rest of my life, so I was like, I'll never regret my cat tattoo. But my last tattoo is peonies are my favorite flower, so here's another 25th fact, but we'll just keep it at 24 on the title. But peonies are my favorite flower, so I have some, like 3 peonies on my hip area with a quote that says, "His love is greater than her demons." It's not an actual Bible verse, and I don't know if like when I found this quote, if it was actually directed towards God, but it really hit home of it being God to me. Like, God's love is greater than her demons. So any depression, anything that I go through that I feel like is terrible and I'm not gonna make it through, his love, God's love, is bigger than that. And I'm not super duper religious. I want so badly to get more into it, but I do believe in God, and I do like love him, and I pray to him almost every night. That is one thing I'm hoping to do in my 24th year, is really get close to God. But yeah, so those are my 3 tattoos. This is my 24 facts about me. I hope you guys enjoyed getting to know a little more about me. And comment a random fact about yourself below. I'd love to get to know more about you guys. And yeah, so again, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and please give this video a thumbs up. I will see you guys in my next video after I'm 24 years old. Thank you guys so much. Bye, you guys.